the one who is still sending emails manually to all your leads, then this video is definitely for you. So hello all, welcome back to Pabbly Connect, and in this video we are going to understand how to use an AI agent for automated emails in Pabbly Connect, which will boost your efficiency. So over here, I'm running a business and we collect the lead details, their product preferences and their inquiry type in a spreadsheet. And we used to send them emails manually related to their inquiries. But this is such a tedious and a time-consuming task, right? So to solve this problem, I've simply created this automation where I add the details of my lead in my Google Sheets, and then further my AI agent is going to generate the email content, and over here my AI agent is OpenAI, and further using the same content generated with the help of my AI agent, I send them emails automatically, that too personalized emails in real time. So to do this, we are simply going to create a connection between Google Sheets and our AI agent, which is OpenAI, and then Gmail. And to create this connection without knowing any programming or coding language, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. It is an amazing automation software. So do you also want to create this automation for your business and send emails automatically? Then for that you have to come with me towards my screen.
Welcome to my screen. So in this video, I'll show you how to use an AI agent for automated emails in Pabbly Connect. So by leveraging AI, we can generate personalized email based on the lead details stored in Google Sheets and send them without any manual efforts. This automation ensures that every lead receives relevant and engaging communication, something like this, which can increase the chance of conversions. So let's get started and set up this powerful email marketing automation. So to do this, I've simply opened the landing page of Pabbly by searching pabbly.com/connect in my browser. It is very easy, and as soon as we are going to open the landing page of Pabbly, we are going to get two options. One is sign in and the other one is sign up for free. So if you are a new user, you can click on this sign up for free and you're going to get 100 of tasks free every month to explore the application. But over here, I'm an existing user, so I'm simply going to click on this sign in. And as soon as we're going to click on this sign in, it is opening all Pabbly apps. And over here, you can see all the tools and applications offered by Pabbly. But in today's video, we are going to use Pabbly Connect because we are connecting different applications. So I'm just going to click on this access now right over here to access my Pabbly Connect account. And now it is opening my dashboard. And to start with this automation, we simply have to click on this button which says create workflow. Now it is asking me for the workflow name and the folder I want to save the workflow in. So over here, I want to save the workflow in this folder which says automations, and I want to name my workflow as how to use an AI agent for automated emails in Pabbly Connect. Boost your efficiency. And then we are simply going to click on this button right over here which says create. And as soon as we're going to click on this create, it is opening the most important window of our automation, which is our workflow window. So this is the most important window because we have trigger and action in this. So trigger and actions are the two main principles on which our workflow is going to run. All right. Trigger means when this happens and action means do this. So by this, you can understand that the actions are response towards the commands given by our trigger. And that's the particular reason that we can have only a single trigger but multiple actions following the commands of our trigger in a particular workflow. And to get started, we are simply going to select our trigger application. So for my trigger application, I'm just going to select it as Google Sheets because I have my lead details in my Google Sheets only. So I'm just going to search for Google Sheets and then we are simply going to select it. And now it is asking me for the trigger event. So for the trigger event, I'm just going to select it as this new or updated spreadsheet rows. And now it is giving me a webhook URL, and we're going to use this same webhook URL in order to create a connection between our Google Sheets and our Pabbly Connect's workflow. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to copy this webhook URL and then we are simply going to follow this help text, and it is saying log into your Google Sheets account. So first step is to open the sheet or the spreadsheet for which you want to create this automation. You have to keep keep in mind that the spreadsheet and the sheet should be same which we want to create this automation or which we have the lead details in. And after opening the spreadsheet, we have to go towards this extensions add-on and then towards this get add-ons. And after coming over here towards the get add-ons, we are going to add an extension in this spreadsheet which is Pabbly Connect Webhooks. So I'm just going to search for Pabbly Connect Webhooks right over here and then we are simply going to select it. And as you can see that I've already installed this extension right over here. So that's why it is giving me the option of uninstall. But if you haven't installed this extension, you're going to get the option of install right over here. So you can install this extension right from here. And after installing this extension, you have to refresh this spreadsheet. It is a really important step to refresh the spreadsheet. And after refreshing the spreadsheet, we have to go towards this extensions and you are going to notice that Pabbly Connect Webhooks appeared right over here. Alright, so now we have to go towards this initial setup after going towards this Pabbly Connect Webhooks extension. And after coming over here towards the initial setup, it is asking me for the webhook URL and the trigger column. So over here, I'm just going to paste the URL which we copied from our workflow. And now for the trigger column, I'm just going to follow the help text. And it is saying the trigger column will be your final data column on which if the data is added, the whole of that row will be sent to the webhook URL. So here you can see the trigger column for me is E right over here. So I'm just going to enter E. You have to enter the trigger column as per your spreadsheet. Alright, so now after entering all of these details, simply I'm just going to click on this submit right over here and then we are going to click on this send test because I want to send the test data towards my workflow. And yes, it is saying test data sent successfully. So with this, we have successfully connected our Google Sheets account with our Pabbly Connects workflow. And over here, you can see that we have captured the test data also. You can see the name of the lead, you can see the preferred product or service. Over here, you can see the inquiry type and also you can see the email of my lead. So yes, with this, we have successfully completed our trigger step. And now what will happen is that as soon as I'm just going to add more lead details right over here in my spreadsheet, automatically my workflow is going to capture the lead details. So for that, I'm just going to go towards this extensions, Pabbly Connect Webhooks, and we have to switch on this button right over here, which is send on event, so that this should get triggered on every event occurred in our spreadsheet. Alright, so now with this, we are going to move on forward towards our action step. Now what I want is, I want to use an AI agent for automated emails. Alright, so for that, I'm just going to select my action application as my AI agent, which is OpenAI in this video. So I'm just going to look for OpenAI right over here. You can use any another AI agent tool like Google Gemini. I'm just going to use OpenAI, so I'm just going to select it. And now for the action event, I'm just going to select it as ChatGPT and click on this connect button given right over here. And now it is asking me to add a new connection or select an existing connection. So if you have already connected your OpenAI account with your Pabbly Connects workflow, you can click on this select existing connection and then save. But if you haven't, you have to follow me, click on add a new connection. And now it is asking me for the token. And to get this token, we are simply going to follow the help text and it is saying, kindly visit your OpenAI's API key page to get the API key that you need to enter here. So as you can see that over here is the hyperlink to go towards this OpenAI API keys page. So I'm simply going to click on this hyperlink given right over here so that I can get redirected to the OpenAI's API key page. And as you can see, these same. So now what we're going to do is to create a new secret key, we have to go towards this green button. Now it's asking me for the key name. So let's say I'm just going to name my key as AI agent. So I'm just going to enter AI agent right over here. And now I'm just going to select my project right over here and click on this create secret key button. And yes, over here you can see that my key has been created. So I'm simply going to copy this key and click on this done, and then you're simply going to paste that key right over here in my workflow. And after pasting this API key, we are simply going to click on this button right over here which says save. And yes, with this we have successfully connected our OpenAI account with our Pabbly Connects workflow. Now it is asking me to select the AI model. So you can select the AI model according to your preference. I'm just going to select it as GPT-4. And now it is asking me for the prompt. So I'm just going to enter the prompt right over here. Generate a professional and engaging email for new lead inquiry. Over here we are going to enter the following details and the rest of the prompt. Alright, so here you can see that I'm just going to enter the lead details which we received from our Google Sheets. But we are not going to enter the details manually or by copy pasting it, but instead we're going to map it. So you must be wondering, what is mapping? So mapping is a method by Pabbly which means inserting the data from the previous step. And as you know, our previous step was the trigger step where we selected Google Sheets as our trigger application. So we are simply going to map the details from the response of our trigger application only. And as soon as we're going to map these details, automatically my details will turn dynamic and change with every new response received. Alright, so I'm just going to map the lead name. So I'm just going to look for lead name right over here. So as you can see the lead name over here which we received in the response, I'm simply going to map it. Same we're going to do with the email address too. I'm just going to map this email address. So I'm just going to look for email and map it. We are going to move forward. I'm just going to map the inquiry type too. As you can see the same, so we are simply going to map it, and I'm just going to map the preferred product or service, which is marketing automation. So as you can see over here, I've successfully mapped all of these details, and I've clearly mentioned in my prompt that I want the subject and body in different fields. You have to keep in mind that you also have to mention this in your prompt. You can use this prompt and tailor it according to your specific needs too. Alright, so now after doing this, I'm just going to click on this save and send test request button right over here in order to generate the content using my OpenAI. And yes, over here you can see the AI agent has generated the content. You can see that it has successfully generated the subject, which is your request for a marketing automation demo. And also you can see the content body which it has generated. So here you can see that it is saying hello John. So over here you can see that it has personalized this mail with entering the lead name over here. And as you can see, it is a personalized mail focusing on their inquiry and the product preference only. So as you can see that with this we have successfully generated the body content and the subject too right over here. And now further using this subject and body, I'm just going to send a mail to my lead. Alright, so to do this we have successfully completed this action. So I'm just going to close this first. We're going to add another action step in order to send the mail. Alright, and now for my action application, I'm just going to select it as Gmail right over here. So I'm just going to search for Gmail, and as you can see the same, so we are simply going to select it. Now for the action event, I'm just going to select it as send email v2 and click on this connect. Now it is asking me to add a new connection or select an existing connection once again. So over here, if you have already connected your Gmail account, you can click on this select existing connection and then save. But if you haven't, you have to follow me, click on add a new connection, and now we have to click on this blue button which says connect with Gmail. Now it is asking me to select my Gmail account, so I'm just going to select my Gmail account with the help of which I want to send the mail. And over here it is asking me for some permissions. So I'm just going to click on allow and give Pabbly all the permissions it is asking for, because my data is secure with Pabbly. You can also click on allow. Pabbly is safe, and as soon as we're going to click on this allow, yes, you can see that with this we have successfully connected our Gmail account with our Pabbly Connect's workflow. And over here I'm just going to enter some details like the recipient email address. I'm only going to fill in the details which are required, and we're going to map it. So over here I'm just going to map the email address of my lead, which is this. I'm just going to map it and move on forward. It is asking me for CC and BCC, so both of these are not the required fields. So I'm just going to move on forward. And now it is asking me for the sender's email address. So over here I've successfully selected my email address. We're going to move on forward. Over here it is asking me for the sender's name, not a required field. I'm just going to move on towards the sender's subject. Over here I'm just going to map the subject which we received in the OpenAI response. As you can see the same, so we are simply going to map it. We're going to move on forward for the reply to. I'm just going to ignore the field. Email content type as plain only. Over here I'm just going to map the email content which we received from this response of OpenAI. And after mapping this, we're going to move on forward. It is asking for many another details. So I filled in the details which are required, and now I'm just going to click on this save and send test request. If you wish, you can definitely fill out the rest of the details too. And yes, with this we have successfully completed this response too. Over here you can see that we have received a positive response, that with this we have successfully sent a mail over here. So I'm just going to open my Gmail and check for the mail sent. Alright, so I'm just going to open the Gmail, and over here you can see that we have successfully received a new mail. Over here you can see Pabbly, your request for marketing automation demo. Hello John, and the rest of the mail which AI generated has been sent to John. So yes, with this we have successfully completed our workflow. But not only to John, I want to send a personalized and automated email to all of these leads, right? So to do this, we are going to go towards this extensions, Pabbly Connect Webhooks, and over here you're going to see the button of send all data. So I'm just going to send all of this data towards my workflow so that my AI agent can generate the mail, and further we can send that mail to all of these leads. For that, I'm just going to click on this send all data, and yes, now all of my leads are going to receive a personalized and an automated email. And to check this, I'm just going to open my mail and go back back towards the inbox. And over here you can see that the leads are going to receive the mail like this. You can see that this lead received the mail which was regarding the CRM integration features at Pabbly, and you can see that leads are receiving different emails regarding their queries. Over here you can see based on their queries, leads are receiving the emails. So yes, over here you can see all of my leads have received the email according to their query and their personal preferences. That too in real time and without any manual efforts, just by clicking on this send all data. So yes, with this we have successfully completed our workflow and we have successfully sent an automated and personalized mail to all of these leads without any manual efforts in real time. So yes, with this we have successfully completed our workflow. And now not only this, if I'm going to add new lead details right over here, a mail would be sent to them too, because I've switched on this button right over here which is send on event. Alright, so yes, now with this we have successfully completed this video too. And if you have any questions related to the video or the workflow, you can directly comment on this video, and for your reference I'll just clone this workflow and share the workflow link in the description box. I hope this video was helpful for you. See you in the next video with more automation tips. Thank you for watching.
So not only these applications, but with the help of Pabbly Connect, you can integrate many more applications. So if you have any doubts, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, you can follow this website. And if you find our videos helpful, do like and subscribe our channel. Thank you for watching.